Whoa, look at the shape of the bottom of the radiator!
That is a limited edition banana radiator. I don't think it's supposed to be like that, you know.
Welcome to copart gambling number 2. Seems our gamble did not pay off at all. Our engine is fine. We think the head gasket's gone. It's pretty obvious when water starts spouting out of here.
We have got exhaust fumes pressurising the system.
Also, the oil level is huge. It's massive.
Sky high.
I'm just gonna double dunk now.
Double dunk. Come and have a look. Come and show the camera.
The oil level is up to here. I don't know why.
It's not milky though. It's not got water in it.
It's not got milk, which is good. So
Yeah.
no water got into the oily system.
Oily system.
Oily system. Right, so I get some toolies. I'll get a talks. Take this back bed off.
Take it all off.
Do you want to get a? Well, let's get a socket.
Let's
set
get a
with some
socket
stuff.
set. Why is
There's
it?
a 4-way sparker.
It's very black.
It's also got a load of cake on it.
Yeah.
I don't think that's been changed for a while. Check out the spark plug. It's not focusing on it. There it is. Cakey.
There we go. Hold on. Wait a minute. Let me get the camera. Is it going to be milky goodness?
There's nothing extra back here, is there? No. Come on, you little chupacabra. There we go. How's those? You ready for this?
The gasket stuck.
Yeah, it comes with the head. Yeah,
It
comes with the.
It's stuck on there, babes.
No, okay, it doesn't come with the head. It feels quite soft, actually.
I've not seen anything untoward so far.
Just bring it with us. Here we go.
Well, it's a bit gross there, but it's not that bad.
It looks like promising, actually.
Yeah, it's black. It's oily oil. No
Good
milkies.
So you've seen what we've done so far. We've pulled some stuff off, and now we're going to pull some more stuff off.
What are you pulling off?
A BMW.
No, we're gonna leave the head on until we have got the locking tools aren't we?
Are we?
Are we?
We're making more access to take the engine apart.
Yeah, we're taking the
So
front
we're going
off.
to pull this thing off. I
Yeah.
think it's called a bumper.
No, it's called a
Fender.
fender.
And these,
Stoofel zone.
and
Eyeballs.
this, and the red pack. It's all going. That's what we're doing today.
Oh, coolant drop.
Coolant out. We're going to make some more access.
Where's your duct?
There.
Outside of it. What have we got?
We've got a bumper, a BMW.
We've got the bumper off.
Bumpers off. Headlights coming out.
Headlights coming down.
Hello. Sounds like getting a really good
I know it does. Right, the time has come to pull off the face of the Beamer.
Face off.
Face off. I'm not in the shot because I also took my face off.
Face off.
Face off.
Yeah, that was a bad fall you had the other day.
Yeah, I did. I had an argument with the storm drain and I lost. And I broke my fall with my face.
Yes, you did.
So we shall leave that now. But you can carry on. I can direct.
Directs and pass tools.
I'll pass tools.
Cool. Well, to start with, director, I don't know if the audience would like to take a sneak peek at the shape of the radiator.
Yeah, have a look at this. This, I'm gonna say, doesn't look right. Does not look right at all, and I don't know if you can. Can you see
I'll take the face off
Take
now.
the face off, yeah.
I've already unbolted it all. It's loose. I just need to disconnect the
Bonnet ball.
bonnet pull, and the whole front should come off then. They're quite clever really, because they've put a little Beckham gabber here.
Little break in the
A little
cable.
break in the.
That's clever.
Yeah, if I was clever, I'd have brought some tools. I'm just taking the clips out, and in there, look at that. You just do that, and then your bonnet pull don't work anymore.
Amazing. That's a good trick to play on somebody with a BMW. And the face is off.
Don't need this anyway.
Right.
Whoa! Look at the shape of the bottom of the radiator.
That is a limited edition banana radiator. I don't think it's supposed to be like that, you know.
I don't think so. No.
What's going on with that?
I'm guessing.
Top and bottom. Are you sure it's not supposed to be like that? That's very... No, look.
I'm positive it's not supposed to be like that.
I mean, it hasn't had an impact, has it? Because there's no dents in the bloody middle of it.
That's just the pressure that it's been put into the radiator from the blown head gasket. State of that. I've never seen anything like that. Craziness. Anyway,
So what we got here? We've got like three
we've got oil cooler,
oil cooler, aircon.
aircon, and then the rad.
Okay.
There's no turbos, there's no intercooler.
So when we get the new radiator, do we have to rebuild it up?
Yeah, it's pretty straightforward.
Pretty straightforward. Okay.
Stop the camera and we'll have a cup of tea. Cup of tea.
It's actually the power steering fluid reservoir drain cooler thing, so they're off.
Yeah, just poking this last pipe off. Come on, pokey pipe. There we go. They're all off.
What colour is it?
Red, actually.
tempting to... Out we go. Oh,
Wow, has anyone ever seen a radiator that shape before?
look at that. Whoop.
Okay. Sounds healthy. Right, look at the face of our car.
Look at that. The belt doesn't look too old, you know.
No, I don't think it is.
Everything seems to be in order.
Oh man. Does it seem a bit thick to you? That's the power steering fluid.
You see the power steering fluid? That seems awfully gravy.
Yeah, that's thick, isn't it?
That's never been flushed.
That Deco one is quite new looking, isn't it? Must have been put on the same time as this, which looks very new. That tensioner looks old as though. That might be squealing. Oh yeah, look, it's wobble. Can you hear it?
There's water pump. Oh god, there's movement in that.
Oh, that one's worse. Oh, the plane there. That's been replaced. That hasn't. Look at that.
Oh, feel the play in it.
Yeah. Ooh. Good shot. They've never been used before, so they'll be completely wedged flush.
She's gonna blow! Oh, you didn't. Oh
What are
no.
you doing?
What are you doing?
Oh, they got all these.
The day has come to see what the underneath of the Beamer looks like. Oh my god. I'm so nervous. I don't know why I'm nervous. Right.
Have a look.
Let's have a look. Oh my god.
A goosey gander.
We'll check to get dripped on.
Oh wow, look at that sunburn. That's disgusting.
What have we got?
Yeah, spiky floor.
Okay. Bottom arms. Got some sort of sticker on. What's that sticker say? M.
Delphi.
Delphi.
Replacement of back bits, but the arms themselves look genuine. Are they?
Same on the other side. Double check. Yeah.
Bit of scrapage there. That looks quite fresh. That was probably forklift loading and unloading. Exhaust pipe looks okay. Bit crusty, but I mean it's an old car. Gearbox. Oh, that's pissing out there. Look at that. Is that coming out the filler or is it coming out? That looks brand new. That sensor, but it is pissing out somewhere here. Better check the oil level.
We'll check that. It's not actually too bad.
A little bit crusty back here, but I mean, again, it's quite an old car.
Yeah. The subframe of the rear mount thing. It's a bit crusty, isn't it?
Yeah.
Nothing that can't be refurbed.
Bit of crustiness here that needs addressing.
Can you see the bearing? Roll bar.
Looks fine.
Back box looks alright. Rear arms. Not too bad.
That looks. This is the that's the flapper that makes it louder and quieter. That's one of the mods. It's called the Golf T-piece.
Right.
And you take the vacuum pipe off that, and you shove a Golf T-piece up the vacuum pipe, and I think that you can then just manually force the valve open to make it sound.
Why does it have an OP valve to make it louder at the back?
Make it more sporty.
Does it only like open the flaps when you put your foot down?
Certain revs.
Oh, I see. Interesting. I see the flap.
Yeah.
Look at the flap. It's closed.
What, should we drain the oil?
Let's drain the fluids.
Wow.
Let's see what we get.
Right.
Good. Are we going to have treacle?
I've got my socket swimming pool ready. Oh, that's a horrible colour.
Yeah, it's not. This is not milk. That's not nice. Yeah, that's still coming out quite fast.
It's not slowing down, is it?
Look at it go! Oh, it's quite hypnotic.
That's mud.
Oh, it's super thick. Did anybody order Angel Delight?
That is disgusting. I've never seen oil that colour. I think that's filled with mud.
Swamp water.
Yeah. So how about we leave it dripping for a couple of days and let it drain out. We could drop the car down and rip the bonnet off and start getting that head off. Right, we're going to take the bonnet off to give us more light under the engine bay, in the engine bay. They didn't give you a plug to unplug, so you've got to pull all this stuff off, thread it through the bonnet, and then you can take the bonnet off its hinges.
Let's forget the scissors.
Unless you go scrapyard and cut the car off.
Well, we can disconnect that. The windscreen washer. Leave it.
Not that noise.
Ta-da!
Right, that's off now.
Right. Hold on.
Oh,
That was really loose.
that was more tight. There you go, just loosen that sucker, and she's all ours.
Peekaboo! Head gasket. Would you like to tell everybody what happened to the head gasket?
We bought a head gasket from Copart. No. I'll start that again.
Hold on.
New head gasket from Autodoc, a really nice expensive multi-steel one, and they put a nice bend in it to put it in a box for us. So they folded it and put it in a box. It's great news. So that went straight back.
Straight back, we're waiting for the replacement.
Yeah.
Well, we've had an idea.
We have had an idea. What's that?
Oh yeah, you stand there. I was getting ready to put the pin in. We've actually found the little rubber plug, which is in a stupid place. It is in a stupid place. We were going to pull that and put the locking pin in, and then Lewis found that some of the bolts on the gearbox tunnel have been...
Someone's had either the gearbox off or the engine out at some point. And it's got a new starter motor and a new alternator already on it, and so it could have a new clutch in there. We don't know. But there is an oil leak coming from the gearbox side of things, so it could be the main seal at the back of the engine gone. And as we have a full engine gasket set, we may as well go the whole hog, pull the block out and seal up the oil leaks.
We'll work on the engine out of the car, change every gasket, every seal,
clean everything up,
it, paint it up. It'll
get the engine sorted out. Likeliness is that the head bolts won't bolt down anyway. They're probably going to strip the threads out, so we may
do the stud upgrade.
We'll do the test.
We're going to get the engine out. We're going to go from there, because it's also going to be a lot easier to work on.
Gotcha.
Yes. So right then, that's the plan. Take this out, make it super duper, put it back in, and I want it done by 5 o'clock.
That's no problem. So. Also, we're going to put a turbo on it.
What?
So, I turned the camera off for 5 seconds because nothing exciting was happening. I was just getting the thing ready to come out when the chain snapped, and yeah, it's new pants time. So I'm going home to get some new pants, and I'll be back and we'll pull this engine out. Right then, boys and girls, now the engine is out, let's have a better look. This is where all the bits and pieces are. The starter motor looks pretty damn good. It's been definitely a replacement, so that's nice. So is the alternator. So is the power steering pump. That's looking pretty sharp too. So that's all nice. One thing that wasn't nice, see this pipe here, she's loose, we didn't loosen that. So yeah, that's not good. But that's why we're here, this is why we pulled the whole thing out, so we can get all the things sorted out. So next job, gearbox off, then the exhaust manifolds off, and then the cylinder head off. Look at that bolt. This was holding, well, no, it wasn't holding all together, but that is a gearbox retaining bolt, and they managed to cut through the gearbox somehow and into the clutch. What do you think? Replacement engine? This must have been replacement. Next bit to take off is the Thanos unit. Thanos? Yeah. Oh, there was no oil in it, so there we go. That was easy. Right, guys. This is all off now. The timing chain gear. To say it was complicated is an understatement. That is extremely complicated. It's all on the bench over there. We will do more of a step-by-step installation rather than a pull it apart. I think that's going to be more entertaining. But now. I've loosened all of the head bolts, and the problem with one of these engines, when they overheat, they tend to warp the head so bad that it'll rip the threads out. So I've loosened all the bolts. They cracked off alright, I think it's fine, but you'd never know. So I'm going to re-torque them now and see if anything happens. If I'm going to strip the threads out, I'd rather do it now than when I'm putting it together for real for the first time. So the torque proceedings is, well, we follow the directions on my tapes here, and it's 40 Newton meters, then 90 degrees, then 90 degrees. So it's a 3-stage torque setup. So let's do it. Let's get it torqued. Right, that was step one, plain sailing. Right, 90 degrees. I'm not going to be too accurate. This isn't the final torque down. I just want to know if it's going to take the stress. 90 degrees. 1. 2. 3. 4. That didn't feel good. Right, that's the second stage, which will be 90 degrees. Now the third stage is another 90 degrees. This will be the killer cure. I think we have a lot of them are fucked. Let me rephrase that. A lot of them aren't very happy. Let's go for another 90 degrees. Oh, that one stripped right off. Yeah. Well, I don't think there's much point in continuing. We have stripped threads, so we're gonna pull the head apart and we'll have to do some real engineering on this thing. Good. So let's get all these bolts back out and go from there. Here it is, guys, the offending article. Right, let's flip it over and see what there is on the underside. Should take that bit off really, shouldn't I? I've got the water out of the cylinders, most of it anyway. It was like a pond in there. And you can see here, this bit there, bit of scorch marks, I think. Those two cylinders. They must be the culprits for the bad things that have happened. So, yeah. That's the least of our problems at the minute because the thread's all stripped when I retorque the head down, so there. Let's go and have a look at the cylinder head, see what we can see. Well, the good news is I can't see anything major wrong with anything. So, I mean, we found plenty of things wrong along the way here, but I think fundamentally we've got a bit of engineering to do. We'll have to send the head off to be skimmed, probably. We'll check it for flatness. But we're going to do a huge build on it anyway. We're going to pull it all apart. We've got new valve stem seals, so we may as well use them. Yeah, that'll be the end of this episode. Thanks for watching. Tune in next time when we clean all this crap up and maybe start some engineering.